Hello from San Antonio, this is SIREN Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. How does he or she see you? This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. This is option 1. This is option 2. Option 3. And Quattro, option 4. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it. Just think of your person of interest, take a deep breath, and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, here is your reading. Five of Wands, Cinco de Bastos. Knight of Swords, Caballo de Espadas. 2 of Wands, Dos de Bastos. What is this? It's the 3 of Wands, Tres de Bastos. Three of Pentacles, Tres de Oros. Page of Cups, Soda de Copas. Two of Wands again. 10 of Pentacles, Tres de Oros. And Page of Cups again, Soda de Copas. Okay, there's this childlike purity to you. There's something about you that reminds this person of a child. You have this enthusiasm for life that they find really appealing. There's this innocence, this eagerness for adventure. You get excited about little things that most people just take for granted. Maybe you get excited over a new restaurant. There could be a certain kind of food that you really like, or certain kind of music. This person sees you as a hard worker, and they see you as someone who can be quite challenging. You can be quite feisty. You could have really strong opinions, really strong likes and dislikes. If you like something, you really like it. And if you don't like something, no one can convince you to like that thing. You're pretty stubborn is what I'm getting. Except for the Knight of Swords, this is all fire and earth, except for the 2 pages, Page of Cups. But All this fire and earth tells me that this person has a lot of lust for you. There's a very strong sexual attraction. So they see you as someone who is very good looking, sexy. They could see you as a really good lover, or if you've not gotten together yet, they see you as someone who would be an excellent lover. I feel like you have really strong chemistry with this person. They feel like you can be pretty sharp with your communication. You may threaten this person's ego in some way. So you're contradictory, you're a mix, because I see this purity, this innocence, this sweetness, but I also see you throwing this person off balance and threatening their ego in some way. They may think that you're a lot smarter than they are. There could be some intimidation. They could see you as a really good partner. So I know it's about how do they see you, but I feel like there's a lot of potential here for marriage and a serious committed relationship in general. So marriage, living together. They could see you as someone that they would like to potentially have a kid or kids with. And they see you as someone they have a lot of things in common with. You have the basics in common. You want the same things out of life. You're both hardworking. You're both ambitious. You have similar values and beliefs is what I'm getting. But there could be some intimidation with the Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands. Also, they could see you as someone who gets a lot of attention, so they may feel like they have competition. They have to compete for your attention. If you chose one, that first row is all fire. Wow. If you chose pile one, you could have Sun in Sagittarius, Capricorn rising, Moon in Cancer. Of course, that is one possibility of many. Now the Astro die. It's Jupiter, 5, Neptune. Jupiter and Neptune in the 5th house. You're probably really creative. You could be a writer, artist, musician. This person sees you as someone who is creative. You're always generating these exciting ideas. You make life more fun, is what I'm getting. You make life more fun for this person. You make them laugh. They love your sense of humor. Three is Sagittarius, 4 is Aquarius, 7 is Pisces, 6 Venus. So 1 is the number making Leo the dominant energy. There's no one like you. You definitely stand out in a crowd. You could have high visibility on social media. You could be an influencer. You could have a platform, a lot of subscribers, a lot of fans. Oops. Mice. Ham. Haim. Corey Haim, the actor, he was a Capricorn. Let's see. MCU, Marvel. You could be into comics. You could be into Marvel movies. SEMA. You and this person could be different races, different ethnicities. Erica. Oh, that's cool. Don't get that often. Erica. Eric. Rice. Rice University is in Houston, Texas. Carrie. We don't have all the R's, but yeah, Carrie. We could have Aries. You probably have something significant in your first house, the house of Aries. It could be Moon, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Mars. Maybe you and this person like to get together and drink daiquiris. Anything else? Marie. This person craves you. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of lust, for one. Could see you as the best lover of their life. And an old-fashioned name, Vera. I'll stop there. Oh, we have Ram, Aries. They find you very charming. You charm this person. March. Maybe you're in March, Aries. Maybe you're born in late March. Okay, yeah. That's what I see. That's what I have. I do this full time. I'm always available for private readings. All the info, including client testimonials, is in every box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose the second crystal, here is your reading. Temperance, La Templanza, Page of Coins, Sota de Oros, Nine of Swords, Nueve de Espadas, Knight of Pentacles, Caballo de Oros, Eight of Cups, Ocho de Copas, Five of Wands, Cinco de Bastos, Queen of Swords, Reina de Espadas, Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles again. Okay. There could be an age gap. You could be a few years older than this person. I can hear this person telling you to lighten up. They may tease you that they want to get you drunk, get you high. They want to see you loosen up. They feel like you're too uptight. They feel like you take yourself too seriously. The song I'm hearing is Goody Two Shoes by Adam Ant. Popular song from the 80s. Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Don't drink, don't smoke. Yeah, I was just thinking about Vegas because I've been saying for a while now that I want to move to Vegas. But I was thinking, you know, I've done all the hedonistic stuff. That's all out of my system. I don't want to gamble. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. So why Vegas? Sin City. So you could be anti-Vegas. You don't like to gamble. You don't drink. You don't smoke. You don't do drugs. You're not a hedonist. You could be really religious. You could have very strong convictions, beliefs. Some people might say that you're boring. Yeah, not to be a Debbie Downer, not to be negative, but I'm just seeing this person perceiving you as someone who is in your head a lot. You tend to overthink, overanalyze, and you don't have much fun. You restrict yourself. You hold yourself back. Okay. I'm also seeing that video, Tears for Fears, Head Over Heels, where the lead singer, he's in love with this very uptight librarian. So you're the uptight librarian from that music video, Tears for Fears, Head Over Heels. Yeah. I don't drink caffeine anymore, so I'm trying to get my brain going with sugar. Cotton candy and Fanta orange. You could have a very restrictive diet, and this person doesn't quite know how to impress you, what they can do to make you fall head over heels for them, because I'm getting Mormon vibes, Mormon, Amish. I feel like you and this person are just drastically different. It's a matter of opposites attracting is what I'm getting really strong for too. So this person, your person of interest, they could be a wild card. They could be a race car driver. They could be a wrestler, a boxer. I'm seeing a lot of energy, a lot of testosterone for this person. Testosterone. If you're wondering about a man, I'm seeing someone who is super masculine, so an alpha male. And this person is someone who is the opposite of what I've just described. This person's not safe. I can see them being a hedonist. I can see them going hard. I can see them drinking or doing other stuff. And they're just high energy. And your energy is a lot more sedate and subdued. They could be a raging extrovert and you're a very intense introvert. And so there's that play. There's that polarity, opposites, you know. You could be opposite sun signs. So if you chose to, you could have Sun in Virgo, and this person could have Sun in Pisces. You could have Sun in Virgo, Taurus rising, Moon in Scorpio. I feel like your astral combo is all feminine, earth and water. And your person of interest, they could have Sun in Pisces, Mercury in Aries, Moon in Aries, Gemini rising, something like that. They have a lot more masculine energy is what I'm getting. And they may feel like the role they have to play in your life is catalyst. They're going to help you come out of your shell, perhaps. Okay, the Astro die. One, first house. Sun in Cancer in the first house. I don't feel like that's the person I just described for pile 2. I feel like this could be your person of interest. I'm definitely getting first house energy for your person of interest and cardinal energy. So first house, Aries, that's cardinal. Cancer is cardinal. And then Sun, Leo. Yeah, I'm getting fire and cardinal for them. I'm getting more fixed and maybe mutable for you, those who chose to. 4, Aquarius, 1, Leo, 5, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 6, Venus, so 10, 1, Leo. 2 is the number making Cancer the dominant energy. You could be a homebody. Maybe you've never gotten on a plane before, and this person's always traveling. You could be on different continents. Maybe you're in the United States and this person's in the UK or something like that. And you would have to get on a plane to see them, or they have to get on a plane to see you. Scotland, scones, England, the UK, scones. We don't have an E, but, or do we have an E? We do have an E. We have scone. Yeah. Seeing Rhode Island, Rhode Island, Rhode Island. We have Rose or Rosie. Rose or Rosie. Chosen. This person may choose you for a serious relationship because you're not wild. Maybe they really like the contrast. Chosen. They want to build a house with you. Yeah, we have Sue, Susie, Susan. Cruz, last name. Maybe you're distant cousins, or you met through family, perhaps. Okay. Science. Yeah, we almost have science. Okay, I'll stop there. Yeah, that's what I see for 2. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I'm always available for private readings. All the info, including client testimonials, is in every box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 3, here's your reading. Queen of Coins, Reina de Oros, Ace of Swords, As de Espadas, 4 of Swords, Cuatro de Espadas, Five of Wands, Cinco de Bastos, Knight of Pentacles, Caballo de Oros, and the 8 of Cups, Ocho de Copas. I get the feeling that this person has really intense feelings for you. I feel like they have you on a pedestal. You have a lot of power over this person. Yeah, intense feelings. 5 of Cups, Cinco de Copas. 8 of Cups. Again. Oh my God, this is so intense. And the King of Cups. Right of Copas. Yeah, I see this person having very strong feelings for you. So how do they see you? They see you as someone who affects them like no one else. You have tremendous power over this person. It's almost scary. It's almost obsessive. I'm getting strong on again, off again vibes. I feel like you and this person have experienced extreme highs and extreme lows with each other. There's nothing subtle or vague or casual or ambivalent about 3. I feel like you definitely have history with this person. You've been together, probably in numerous incarnations. There's a lot of karma here. So you've probably been together in numerous lifetimes in various capacities. You've been everything to each other. This is just so deep and energetic. There's probably mental telepathy going on here. The song I'm hearing, I reference this in so many readings. I've got it on so many playlists. I'm hearing Save All Your Love, Great White. Yeah, Great White. I think. I get confused. I should know the name of the band by now because I've heard that song so many times. I've watched the video so many times. I've got it on so many playlists. All those white names from the 80s. White Lion, White Snake, Great White. I think it's Great White. Save All Your Love. It's easily found at YouTube. But this is very deep and intense and romantic, I would say. You and this person are about the same age. You could have a kid or kids with this person. This is the energy of 2 people who meet and just right away, you know. Right away when you meet, there's that immediate recognition, that familiarity that you experience with soulmates. You gaze into each other's eyes and you just say, fuck, we've met before. I know you from somewhere. They see you as someone who can be with whoever you want to be with because you have a lot of power. You're really attractive. You're intelligent. You're a queen. You're the queen. So, yeah, this is not casual. So if you're wondering about someone that you just kind of flirted with on Instagram or something, this is probably not your pile. Because I feel like you and this person have been together. You've had sexual intimacy. You've had emotional intimacy. I'm also hearing Heat of the Moment by Asia. A look from you and I would fall from grace. Yeah, you have power over this person. They feel like you have the upper hand in this relationship. I see you saying something or doing something that moved this person to tears. Maybe you blocked them at some point and it just crushed their soul when you blocked them. They want to always be in contact with you. Even when you aren't together, say it's on again, off again, you take breaks, you separate. Even when you aren't together, they still want to be talking to you. It's like there's no break or there's a very minimal break in communication. Even when you aren't talking, you're talking. So again, mental telepathy. They probably dream of you a lot. This person's definitely a romantic. They don't just have sex for the sake of sex. They're all about the relationship. They want the intense connection. So, if you're wondering about an ex, they definitely have not gotten over you. They've not moved on. They're still very energetically connected to you. If you chose 3, you could have Sun in Capricorn, Scorpio rising, Moon in Gemini, one possibility. And this person, your person of interest, they could have Sun in Scorpio, Aquarius rising, Moon in Aries. These are just possibilities. The astro die. I'm getting hot. Could be hot flashes. I'm menopausal, postmenopausal. I'm 52 years old. I'm getting hot all of a sudden. I'm getting really flushed. The energy is just coming off of these cards. I never talk like that, but this energy is so strong. Okay, we have Aries, Jupiter. It's not Jupiter. It's Saturn. Okay, Saturn and Aries in the 11th. That's the house of Aquarius. So you're a really intense person. You probably elicit really strong reactions in people. When you walk into a room, you're noticed. And it's not just your looks. You're probably really sexy. You're really attractive. But you just have this very intense presence. You could have a lot of stuff in the 8th house. You could have strong Scorpio in your chart. Pluto and Mars, that makes a lot of aspects. 5, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. 4, Aquarius. 9, Aries. Another 5, that's 10, Leo. So 1 and 4, 5. 5 is the number making Mercury the dominant energy. They could see you as a genius. They could ask you sometimes, how did you know that? You're probably psychic if you chose 3. You could have your own tarot channel. I'm looking at the stove clock. It's 12:12. I can't make this up. Make a wish. So 12:12, that is 6, which is Venus. I see this person being in love with you. Oh my God, I'm getting so hot. This is weird. This never happens. I have to drink a liter of alkaline water after this. Oh my gosh. Connie. Kona. Cone. Never seen Connie spelled like that, but it's possible. Yeah, you make this person cry. What did you do to this person? Did you break their heart? Terry? I'm seeing terracotta. I'm seeing the desert. You could live in the desert. I was just looking at Laughlin at YouTube. I was thinking, oh, I don't want to really go to Vegas. It's too crowded. Maybe Laughlin, but no. After watching the videos that I watch, I do not want to move to Laughlin, Nevada. But yeah, you could be in a hot place. You could be in the desert. You could be in Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico. Maybe you're in Death Valley. Do people live in Death Valley? I guess they do. Are you menopausal or postmenopausal? Are you in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s? They see you as an icon. You're iconic. You've got Betty Davis eyes. Betty Davis was an Aries. Tron, that was an old video game from the 80s. Tron. You could be into trance. You listen to trance music. You make trance music. Trance. You like to dance to trance. Carrie, don't have another R, but yeah, Carrie, Karen, rent. You could be a realtor. You could have an Airbnb. You could have some property, some rental property. Canto. Oh, Ezra Pound, the poet. He was a Scorpio. Yeah, you're the queen, Raina. Tori. Is that a name? I guess it could be. Taryn. Okay. Well, you get the gist. Maybe you were born in the year of the rat. Yeah, I'll stop there. I'll stop. That's 3. If you'd like a private reading All the info, including client testimonials, is in every box. Check out my second tarot channel. It's an everything channel now. It was Extra Basic Tarot for years, and it was Psycho Tarot. Now it's Ho Audio. I just uploaded a podcast that I did with my husband last night, talking about Chat GPT. So check it out if you're so inclined. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 4, cuatro, here is your reading. How do they see you? It's a strong start. King of Swords, Rey de Espadas. 7 of Coins, Siete de Oros. 6 of Swords, Seis de Espadas. Aquarius chimes are going off. Seven of Wands, Siete de Bastos. 4 of Wands, Cuatro de Bastos. The Tower, La Torre. Five of Wands, Cinco de Bastos. 7 of Pentacles, Siete de Oros. 3 of Wands, Tres de Bastos. Okay, they almost feel like you're impossible to deal with. This is the energy of you can look, but you can't touch. You've got very strong boundaries. You're not okay with casual. You're not going to go all around the mulberry bush with this person. If they can't show up with respect, if they can't follow the steps, if they're not in the market for a serious, committed, one-on-one monogamous relationship, then hard pass, you're not interested. So you have no tolerance for games or manipulation. This person knows they can't play with you. And that actually turns them on. Don't say you're easy on me. You're about as easy as a nuclear war. Duran Duran, please, please tell me now. Yeah. You're about as easy as a nuclear war. So you keep this person on their toes. You challenge this person, and that turns them on. They could see you as their perfect partner. Maybe this person has always gotten away with stuff. Maybe they were spoiled when they were a kid. Maybe their parents gave them whatever they wanted. Maybe this person's really good looking and charming, and it's always been easy for them to get attention and get into relationships. But you're perhaps the most challenging person they've ever known. I'm seeing a lot of lust. There's a very strong sexual attraction for 4. And I've gotten the 5 of Wands for at least 3. This might have shown up in all 4 of the piles, but this has come back. Not from this deck, but I've gotten 5 of Wands a lot. So I've said it for other piles, but what I'm getting is that they may feel like they have a lot of competition. They have to really fight to get your attention. They have to compete for your attention, and that turns them on. You're not going to just offer this person your heart on a silver platter, and they like that. They like that it's not easy with you. Okay, you're not going to jump through hoops just because they send you a text message. They have to really work for your trust, your attention, your respect. You don't fall in love easily. someone has to really prove that they want to be in your life. Okay, so you're not complacent, you're not submissive, and you're hyper intelligent. They could see you as a genius. I saw that for another pile. But they see you as someone who is scary smart, super smart. For some, this is rare. I never say this, but it could be for some of you. You're an authority over this person. You could be this person's boss, this person's teacher, professor. They feel like you're a lot smarter than they are. Maybe you're a lot more educated than they are. You could be a lawyer or a doctor, and the person you're wondering about, they could be a construction worker or a plumber, or they could work in the oil field. I'm looking at the stove clock. It's 12:21. Make a wish. So that's 6. Venus. I don't know if this person is in love with you, because I don't feel like you've allowed them to get close enough to be in love with you, but I would say at the very least they're infatuated. There's definite interest here. And patience is required. Why? Well, maybe you're currently going through a divorce or a really serious breakup, and you're not in the market for a serious relationship. To kind of contradict myself, because that's what you do. You do serious relationships. You don't do casual. But maybe you've told this person, this is not the right time. I'm still getting over an ex, or I'm going through a really difficult divorce. And so they have to wait, maybe. Also, distance could be a factor. You could be on different continents. There could be considerable distance. So maybe they're in Tokyo, you're in Sydney, Australia, or you're in Seattle. I'm seeing distance. But yeah, all this fire, there is a lot of sexual interest here. But with 4 of Wands in the center, I would say it's not just sexual. I would say this person sees you as a potential husband, wife, a serious relationship. So I don't feel like this person wants to just get with you and have sex and that's it. They want a full-on relationship is what I'm getting from these cards. Usual caveat, I am reading for a global audience. It's not a personal reading. I'm always available for those. I do this full time, but don't force the narrative. It either fits or no, not at all. But this is pretty intense. This is not casual. This is not someone who just wants to see you naked. They have a lot of respect for you. They like the way your mind works. They like the way you express yourself. I have to get a water. Throat. If you chose 4, I feel like you have a lot of masculine energy because we have this air, fire. You could have Sun in Aquarius, Leo rising, Moon in Aries. You could have an all masculine astro combo. And this person, the person on your mind, your person of interest, they could have Sun in Libra, Aries rising, Moon in Sagittarius. That could be problematic if you both have all that masculine energy. It could be the energy of 2 people who are just butting heads, 2 very strong personalities going toe-to-toe. Who's going to submit? Who's going to be the feminine? Because I'm seeing strong masculine energy. All we have for feminine is the 7 of Pentacles twice. Other than these 2 cards, it's all fire and air. So you could both have really strong personalities, and it's almost like you're competing with each other. Okay, the Astro die. Who has the biggest stick? Who has the sharpest sword? 4. Capricorn. Mercury. Mercury in Capricorn in the 4th house. That's the house of Cancer. And I'm getting this odd thing. On some level, maybe they're not immediately aware, maybe they're not conscious of this, but on some level, you could remind this person of their dad. Maybe their dad had a really strong, foreboding personality, and you have that. I don't know. Two is Cancer, 4 is Aquarius, 6 Venus, so 8. Yeah, 8 is the number making Capricorn the dominant energy, the father, daddy, daddy's home. Okay. Could be some BDSM, could be some spanking, some bondage, some stuff. I won't get into all of it. You can fill in the blanks. Oops. TV. RV. Tori. And I'm seeing tarot because we have tarot. You could have a tarot channel. Maybe this person's gotten some tarot readings regarding this connection. Maybe they're really confused and they need guidance regarding this connection. I'm seeing Travis. We don't have the S, but yeah, Travis, Vita. Art, you could be an artist. Maybe you teach art. Art instructor, art therapist, art professor. Born in the year of the rat. Vito. You or this person, you both could have Italian ancestry. Could both be Italians. Anything else? Tour. Is this person on tour? Is this person a musician? They have a band? Okay. I'll stop there. That's what I see for 4, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. My throat is rebelling. God, this energy's weird. Yeah, that concludes this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.